what I feel when tapping into your energy, into the collective, is that the collective has had to make a lot of decisions in their life, more decisions than another person would have to. And what I mean by that is the decisions that you have had to make have really led the path that you have walked. And it feels like the path that you have walked has had more obstacles or hurdles or forks in the road than other people. And I went to say sheeple, other sheeple, stop, because you're going against the grain. There does seem to have been a massive, massive achievement here for someone when it comes to either breaking a generational curse, especially either on the mother's side or when we're looking at the divine feminine energy that flows through us all as we go down the generations. Or this is actually moving away from a toxic feminine energy that has controlled or has dominated someone's life for a very long time. And a lot of these decisions that were made have been made with sacrifice. It feels like this could have been a lonely road. This could have been a road that, you know, you may have wanted to have more friends, more peers, more colleagues, more family around you. But to get to the top, and I don't mean that in a way of like competition or like job, career. I mean just to get to the highest point of your own potential, it's having to cut loose people, places and things that really aren't for your highest and greatest good. But they're really not for your highest and greatest good. And not a lot of people will, one, acknowledge that actually the people around them are toxic. The job that they're in is toxic. The relationship they're in is toxic. Their friends are toxic, or whatever it may be. And then, on top of actually being aware of it, do something about it. That takes a lot of courage, you guys. That takes a lot of courage. Because we have got freedom. Freedom is the first card that came out, which is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. You are extremely remarkable. I feel like there is a very small percentage of the entire population of the world that would actually reach their full potential, that would actually do whatever it takes to reach their full potential. And I know it sounds very, I don't know why it sounds very dog eat dog world. Because if you put this into like a work setting, it does sound very much about pitting each other against each other and no one's a friend. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about ascension. I'm talking about your spiritual journey, understanding what your mission here on earth is and going, actually, I want to follow it to a T. And if that means that people, like people in my family, are holding me back, or, you know, do not see the error of their ways, or they do not wish to heal, I can't keep them in my life. That's a big sacrifice to make. That's a really big sacrifice to make. We have got the distorted feminine energy coming through here as well. So this is an Empress in reverse. This is someone who is not empowered, somebody whose boundaries are very floppy. They may have a very strange relationship with their own inner child or their own inner self. We have got balance coming out here as well, which is pretty self-explanatory, right? And we have envy in reverse as well. I don't know if you have removed envious people, people who were actually pulling back your ability to heal yourself and others. We also have wave of emotions coming through. Someone here is a very strong empath. You could be an earth empath, like someone who is very connected to the earth. And as I say that, look, we have inner strength coming out. A lot of these cards have flowers on them, don't they? Plant medicine, plant magic, plant like recipes from the past being passed down is something important here. Can I get another one, please? Just talking about this balance. What do we need to know about this, please and thank you. Okay, we have two here, rock bottom and vacay. Someone has already hit their rock bottom. And once you've hit your rock bottom, this is just my opinion, it's not fact. Once you've hit your rock bottom, you can't get any lower than that. So then you rebuild yourself back up again. So this is building yourself up. Building yourself up from nothing. Building yourself up where you've had to sacrifice and let go of certain people, or people have let go of you. This is like needing a support system, but the support system you have is non-existent. This is wanting to lean on family members, for example, and them just not being there. Wanting to, you know, have a really fun workplace where you can speak to these people like they're actually your friends, but they're nothing more than colleagues. It feels like someone has had major turn of events in their life, more than one. How you've had so many and you're still standing is blowing my absolutely tiny mind. It's blowing my mind, because the energy that comes through isn't sad, it isn't depressed, it's hopeful. It's hopeful. This is like watching any type of program where there is the underdog, and that underdog is just pooped on time and time and time again, and rather than getting angry about it, they may get sad about it, but they never give up, and then they get back. It's giving me Rocky when he runs up all of those steps, when he can actually do it, and he gets to the top and he's like, "Wah!" That's the energy that's coming through here. Like, who are you? Who are you? Where did you get this fire from? Because this is amazing. So rock bottom being in reverse is amazing. And it does also give the energy of, you tried to knock me down, but then I just got back up again. You knock me down, I'll get back up again. You knock me down 10 times, I'll get up 10 times. You knock me down 17 times, I will get up 17 times. And then you've got vacay. So it feels like a large cycle or a large portion of someone's life where you have had to make really intense or very impactful decisions on your life, on the trajectory of your life, of where you're going, you know, where you want to work, who's going to be in your life, who's going to be your friends, who's not. I feel like having to make these really difficult decisions or choices, then it's not something you're going to have to do for the whole of your life. And I heard that's it. So the first portion of your life, or for some, most of your life, you've had to do this. There is a portion of your life where you can relax, where you are not going to be hitting rock bottom, where you are not going to have to take the road that is less traveled and fight through it, cutting your own way. There does come a point where you get to take your shoes off and you get to relax, because you'll be with your people, you'll be with your soul tribe. Yeah. I don't know if you were someone that always asked why. Look, with the shadow there, someone who always asked why when it came to, why do I feel like this? What is this emotion? Why do I feel sad? Why is this frustrating me? Why did what they say trigger myself? What is a shadow self? There seems to be a lot of questions that you have asked, and you also have counseling coming in here. So someone here may have like self-healed themselves from certain things in their own shadow, and each decision that you have made, or each decision from now on, is going to become easier and easier, because the more that you are healing within yourself, the more that you are self-actualizing, the more that you are, you know, realizing that you are in control of co-creating your own universe, the easier those decisions become. They just become easier. There's not as much heart pull. Is that the right word? Like pulling, like if you had to stop talking to your brother, or you stopped talking to your best friend from 19 years, or whoever it may have been, the first time doing that must have been so painful. I can only imagine. I mean, my cut-off game is on point. And there are people that I've had to cut off myself, people, places and things. And the first time doing it, I was absolutely distraught. Like, I am having to leave behind. It's almost like having that dress or that teddy or that thing that is sentimental value. And I know this sounds horrible, but there's no use. There's no use in it. You can't fit in that dress anymore. The teddy is falling to pieces. It's crusty. You need to give it away. You need to let it go, because it will fit someone else, and someone else will want to fix it and wash it and sleep with that teddy, but it's just not for you anymore. And the more times that I did that, the less hard it got. And I know that for some people, they can be like, that's callous, that's so cold. And it's like, yeah, but at the same time, why stay friends with somebody that doesn't put effort in to see you? or to make time for you, and you're the only one that's going to see them or checking in on them or so on and so forth. I don't need people like that in my life. I need people who will show up the same way that I will. And it feels like this is going to get, not so much that you're going to have to keep cutting people off and that's why it's going to get easier, but more the decisions are going to be easier. You're going to be given, there's something here about like some sort of entrepreneurship is coming towards someone here. Now that's not going to be for everyone that is watching. For others, it literally can be that, you know, you wanted that cottage by the sea, you wanted that little home by the sea, and you're getting that, and the rest of your life is going to be vacation, literally by the sea. For others, it can be that job that you've always wanted is coming to you, and the people that you're going to work with are not just your colleagues, they are your friends, or they are people that you can lean on. They do become your soul family. There's a flip here. There's a massive flip here. All the decisions that you have made have not been in vain. I heard they've taught you so much. They've taught you so much. So much. Okay, we've got bad credit, debt and unemployed, fake busy, feelings in reverse. It feels like, yeah, it feels like the past life, and I don't even mean like your last life, but the first portion of someone's life here has been very much surrounding what other people's needs are, what other people's feelings are. If I do this, will it make other people uncomfortable? Are they going to push back against my boundaries? And this is almost like the results of allowing other people to control our lives, our thoughts, our decisions on whether or not we're going to appease them or appease ourselves. You have bad credit, you have debt, you have unemployment, you have fake busy, people who, you know, want your time, but only when it is beneficial to them. Feelings in reverse, people who don't care, people who aren't happy in their own lives. Tell me about this freedom. You may have actually peed off a lot of people by choosing yourself, but to be quite honest, if everybody chose themselves, and everybody felt free, no one would be annoyed that other people chose themselves. It's only those who feel trapped, and this is just my opinion, those who feel trapped in their own life because they're not choosing themselves, that become annoyed when you do. Because if you are part of their life and you decide to choose yourself and put yourself as a priority, living in the moment here, what's that? Reckless, love and SCX in reverse. If you're living in the moment, you're choosing yourself and you're keeping your energy to yourself, kind of like, it kind of pokes and picks at a wound that they have within themselves. It shows them what they could be doing, but they choose not to because they're too worried about what everyone else thinks. Now we have romance coming out here, living in the moment. Do you want me to take these out? No. Okay. Someone asked me why, when Spirit says not to read the card, why I read it anyway. It's because for me, when Spirit says don't read the card, they're not telling me that I can't read what's on it. They're saying I can't put it down. So the information coming through may still be important. It may be almost like a side note or a side thought, but it's not the main focus. So I will read it. I will see what it says and go, huh? Because either it will connect dots for me the way that I channel, or it won't. But it may, the thing is as well, by reading it, it means that someone who is watching may get confirmation. They may be like, oh my gosh, that makes sense to me. It's not just about how I channel the energy that comes through. It's how people who are watching channel that information and assign it to their own lives and narratives. Tell me about freedom, please. What do we need to know about freedom? Drinking and toxic lifestyle. Okay. So it seems like there's certain people who have had their nose put out of joint are those who really aren't taking care of themselves. This is not just I can't do it, I need to fit in with everyone else. It could be, but toxic lifestyle coming out. This is a freedom from toxicity, a freedom from people who hide their emotions. Tell me about this distorted feminine, please. Okay, we've got family. We've also got love child coming out here. Been told to put that one back, but we have got family coming out. So we have a family member, or we have family members. Now this could be a mother, this could be a father, sister, brother, uncle, cousin. Take it as it resonates. Someone may be watching you with envy, or watching you like they're not inspired. Am I not amusing? They're not inspired. They're not, but they are looking at you like, how did you do that? I don't think they have the foresight yet to kind of go, well, that should be inspiring. I should change my ways, because then maybe I will be able to get things in a more positive light. Maybe I'll get that job. Maybe I'd have better health, but they're not. And I think at the start of this reading, we were talking about how this can be, you know, the end of a cycle coming in when it comes to healing generational curses or trauma, especially down the mother's line, or the distorted feminine energy within all of the generations coming down to you. Or this can be another person. This can be both, to be quite honest. It feels like you may be a generational curse breaker. You may be someone who is, you're the one that breaks the chains. You've been breaking these chains, because this is what I mean by there's only a small amount of people on the entire planet who would go through what you have been through, that would make those decisions of their own accord, of their own free will, and go, actually, I'm not comfortable. I'm not happy where I am. I don't want to be in inauthenticity. I don't want to be fake. I don't want to pretend that I'm happy when I'm not. Not a lot of people would do that. A lot of people are sheeple. A lot of people would just stay in their lane and go, okay. And I feel like this family member over here may be one of the people that stays in their lane. They don't want to make those decisions because they look scary, but they're looking at you going, oh, you got it good. No. You may have it good now. You may have these wonderful things coming towards you, but they all come at a cost. They all come at a cost, seriously. Tell me about balance, please. Tell me about balance. We've got twin flames coming out, and I've just realised I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Bronwen. This is Bronwen's Cove Tarot 111. If you are new to my channel, I can't remember if I've done this or not. I've done so many readings today, right? I have no idea whether or not I've rung my bell. I'm so sorry. If you are new to my channel, welcome in. I love you. It's so good to have you here. Come in. We'll scooch up and make space for you. If you are a returning subscriber, so family, it's good to have you back. I love you guys. I will be ringing this bell. This is to cleanse the space around us. If you have any type of sound sensitivities, I would turn down your listening device in 3, 2, and in 1. Okay, that feels very sturdy. That was a very sturdy ring. 3 as well. Like setting like a salt circle, keeping all the negativity out. Interesting. Okay, with the twin flame. Now, not everyone is on the twin flame journey. Not everyone believes in twin flames. So take that word with a pinch of salt. It's just a label. We can be looking at soulmates. We can be looking at romantic partners, or we can be looking at soul family. And we were talking about that earlier. So let me see. Tell me about this soul family coming in. Okay. And love message. Interesting, because we have feeling like poop, feeling like scheisse, and we also have love message coming through. It feels like there is a tower coming in. There's a change of some sort, but it's not your rock bottom. I feel like it's going to get easier from now on. If someone here has been struggling financially, home-wise, like you could be sleeping in your car, you could be finding it really difficult to keep your job, or you've just been fired. Things where like tower moments have hit and you are struggling. I feel like things are going to change. Oh, good Lord. Sorry, that was just me charging my light and it just fell off my thigh. Things are going to change. You may feel like poop as you go through this. that's part of life. I mean, I can't dress that up in any way but what it is, right? It's happening to us as well as for us. But this is not, there's some sort of storm before the calm. And that storm before the calm may be where you meet this soulmate. This person's coming in. There's someone coming in, either to help you, to support you, or to ground you. That's interesting that I said that, or to ground you. And if you've had to do this by yourself, you've had to make these decisions by yourself, you're not going to have to anymore. That's so amazing. You got love message coming through. Now, love message can be unconditional love from, you know, soul family. It can be romantic love from a partner. Take it as it resonates. But these things are coming in for you, and I think that's really amazing. What's the vibe is calling me? So let's take out what's the vibe and see what wants to come forward. We've got laughter coming out. We've also got stagnant energy. Being free of someone specifically that drinks way too much, that leads a toxic lifestyle. Okay, so there is definitely the energy of family member or someone with distorted feminine energy that either you classed as family or they want to be seen as family. They may be trying to stir something up for you, but I think more than anything, this is just this message coming through, and I'm seeing a lot of elderly people right now. So this could be your aunts, your uncles, it could be passed over grandparents, could be your ancestors. They're letting you know that whatever this is will blow over. This isn't major because you've actually been through worse. You've been through worse. And not only did you come out on the other side, even though it was awful to go through, you came through the other side stronger. Your ancestors or your passed over loved ones are letting you know that you may feel a bit crappy as you go through this experience, but the other side of that storm is this. Is this. Is this. You've got this. You've literally got this. They're very proud of you. They're very, very, very proud of you. You know that. Very proud of you. Can I get one on freedom and toxic lifestyle with drinking, please? Thank you. Came straight out. Paranoid, cautious, insecure, and guarded. Okay, so there is somebody from your family that is estranged. This could have been one of the decisions that you made to move away from them. We do have a distorted feminine energy coming out, definitely, with gentleness, nurturing, and mothering in reverse, especially with the distorted family member being there again. This person is going to, they're going to create some sort of drama, accusation. Tell me about balance when it comes to the soulmate or twin flame. Please and thank you. Okay. We have here chaos coming through with upheaval, disaster and downfall. Told you there's some sort of storm coming. But you're being told that you can weather this storm, that the decisions that you make, you'll be able to make the right decision. And when you get out the other side, it's going to be plain sailing. You also have here love affair, dirty little secret, SEX fix, and down low. There's some sort of accusation coming forward. Some sort of accusation that's supposed to either muddy the water when it comes to how people view your character, people view you as a contender to work somewhere. It's just supposed to bring drama to your door. But it isn't true. Whatever it is isn't true. Got intimacy coming out here with mutual respect, unity, and closeness. Okay. The people that help you through this are going to be friends that you have for life, or they're going to be the love of your life. Okay. I've been told to leave it there, so I'm actually going to get out the tea leaf oracle and just see what would like to come through as we close it up. Is there anything else we need to know? Yeah, it's a temporary situation. You do have a dark man, a dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair coming through. This could be the person that makes the accusations. Tell me about paranoia, please. Thank you. Goal-orientated person coming through here. We do also have discord amongst friends or family. So someone here is gearing up to just create a little bit of drama. Oh, hello. We have here disappointment in some affair coming through. Okay. What is the disappointment? What is the disappointment? Happiness is in reverse. Causing a storm. Someone is definitely causing a storm. Tell me about this love affair in reverse, please. Thank you. So, the cards that came out are protection from a powerful friend in reverse. A wish will be granted in reverse. And we also have March in reverse. So this is something that could have already happened to you, but I feel like even though my readings are timeless, this is looking at more of a present to future situation. I'm going to leave it here, except for this one here that does say something important such as a new job or raise. I'm telling you, someone here is trying to stop you from getting a new job or raise. I'm going to leave it here. I really hope that gave you the confirmation and clarity that you needed, that you already intuitively knew. If you're new to my channel and this resonated and you would like to see more of my content, and when I post, I would love for you to hit on the like, the subscribe, and on the notification bell so you can see exactly that. If you are a returning subscriber, soul family, hearts, kisses, stay safe, stay awesome. I love you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.